Hi, I'm Chris Gasper, and this is Globe 10.0, joined today by Joe Sullivan. The Red Sox begin a series with the New York Yankees tonight in the Bronx. They're 17-20. They still cannot get to 500, can't get over that hump. Obviously, any game with the Yankees is going to be super hyped, but beyond the hype, Joe, is this a big series for the Red Sox? Is this an important series in their season right now?
Well, all right, yes, it is. It's always an important series when they play the Yankees because that's the...
Because we make it an important series.
But also, that's
us,
the team they have to finish ahead of if they're going to win the division. So it's always an important series. Now, so crucial. When we define crucial, what does that mean? They have to win 2 out of 3? They have to sweep them? Or what? What happens then? You know, what? They can't get swept. That would really put them in a bigger hole than they're already in. But I think, you know, if they get out of this series reasonable, winning 1, winning 2 games, and then they still got to put together a winning streak at some point in the season. But those are going to come against the bad teams. That's when you get bad teams coming to a homestand at Fenway Park, then they can put together some sort of winning streak.
See, I don't think you're condemned by any games in May. I really don't. I mean, unless you're like 10 and 30 in your first 40 games, and they're almost there. This series, they'll be their first 40 games. Last year, they were 20-20. They were 8.5 games out of first place at the end of the first 40 games. Tampa was in first place then.
Right.
By the 4th of July, they were 49-32 and a half game out. It's such a long season.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I don't think that this is going to make a lick of difference. I really, even if they get swept, I'm not ready to write them off. I'm really not. I think eventually, like you said, they're going to have to put a winning streak together. But if you look at it, what they do against the Yankees in May is not going to affect the entire season.
Right, and I think, you know, look, the Yankees are a great team. This is baseball. Sweeping someone, it just doesn't happen that often, especially against good teams like the Yankees. So it's almost an unreasonable expectation to consider a sweep. You know, they should be happy winning 2 games would be great.
Yeah, I think 2 out of 3 would be fantastic. I think you're absolutely right about that. You know, people will push the panic button though if they get swept.
Well, yeah.
They're 6, because basically they're back to where they started in a sense. They started 0-6.
Yeah.
They get swept. They're 6 games under,
yeah.
and you know you haven't made up any ground. I wouldn't panic, but I think a lot of people out there in Red Sox Nation certainly would. But I agree with you, Joe. I think we're on the same page here. I just look at last year, that series with the Yankees. Again, 20-20 people after 40 games. By the 4th of July, they're right there, and then there were all the injuries, and it all went south from there. Hopefully, the Red Sox do well in this series, get 2 out of 3, but even if they don't write them off. Please.